What is up, people? Sorry about that. I had to fix a bunch of stuff that wasn't working. I don't know. All right, so a whole bunch of shit's gone down over the past few days. Good, bad, bad, good, other way around, and three ways aside. So let's just talk about it. A good buddy of mine basically got pretty sick Monday afternoon. I mean, he's fine now, but it got real bad, and it was pretty iffy. So I kind of just laid low for a little bit and calmed my nerves and made sure I wasn't going to kill anybody. And so therefore, yeah. Let me just make sure, because I don't know why my chat is not working. Get rid of that. It's annoying. All right, so I can't see the chat yet, so give me a half a second, and then I will get to you guys. I do apologize for that. Let me see. Oh, yeah, and usually I like to overclock my computer, and it crashes a lot. You guys know that. I completely fried my computer. Like, completely fried. Like, I had to get a new processor, new everything. Like, whew. Thanks, Aaron. All right, I see you guys now. What's up, Fred? What's up, Gary? I saw you in Jose's chat. You got a real... You don't understand the horizon, my friend, but we can help you. What's up, Souls? What's up, Unpaid? I see you out there. What's up, Cynical Septic? Let me get you a wrench. There you go, my friend. What's up, Terry? I do know you got to keep reminding me though. You're gonna go live in about an hour and a half, my friend, right? What's up, Digital? What's up, Secret? How you doing? Sean's in the house. What's up, Jose? All right. Let me see. Anybody else so I can get off this list? Zion's Cartridge or something. Hey, what's up, Monkey? Long time no see, my friend. What's up, DK? What's up, RT? And there you go. That's it for now. What's up? What's up? Only sheeple can't see. What's up, Carlos? Thank you, my friend. He said, "God bless the Globers and the Flatties." You too, my friend. You too. What's up, Brian? And here you guys go. Get that link out there real quick. I don't know what is happening. Let me see. Okay, that's fine. Finally, I'm sitting there watching my intro on the watch screen. Well, why the fuck is happening? Yeah, so like I said, I've been kind of laying low. But don't think I haven't been on a rampage of what to talk about next, because I thought about it and I now know exactly the direction this stream is going to start going. Hang on, look at this. Make sure they can hear me and I can hear them. You guys can hear me?
Nope. Yes.
All right. Let me know how my audio is, because I did have to start over again. But this time I had to start everything. Every app, every program, every single thing I had on my computer, gone.
You sound dreamy.
60% of my pictures and videos and everything, documents, gone. And I don't know how to do the whole hard drive thing. You know, the deep recovery thing or whatever. I'm not that advanced yet. So
you could actually drop.
Hang on 1 sec. Someone just tried to get in. I think it was Digital. Try again. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Hey, what's up, Cynical? How you doing, my friend?
Hello. Hey, Sean, you can actually drop your volume just a little bit, maybe about 10%.
Okay, perfect.
Because you're coming in pretty strong.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I started turning it up. Not this stream a while ago, but I'm sitting like this when I talk, so that's why I turned it up. But
gotcha.
But I just reset everything, so yeah, I gotta watch that. And also on the new OBS setup I have my meters actually work. So if they touch red, their ears are gonna hurt. So I've been trying to watch that. What's up, Sean? Hey, what's up, Mad B? How you doing, my friend? It's been a while.
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing real good. So, like I said, I over the week, it wasn't a great week, but I had time to do some research and really conjure up what I want to start doing with the stream, because Jose's getting all streamlined. So I can get a little more streamlined. And, Flat Earth is boring to me. I mean, I'll talk about it all day, but if I can think of something, it's not going to be that. But it's definitely science.
Weather modification.
Oh, Jose, my bad. Carlos. I feel real bad for doing that. Damn, yeah, no, my bad. I want you guys to see something, and I'm happy you said that, Carlos, because I wasn't even going to show you this, but I'm going to show it anyway. Oh no, what screen is it? There it is. All right, so this right here, it's crazy that you said that, and I wasn't going to even talk about it, but I'm going to say something now. So you guys know I would talk about the geoengineering and all that, with the studies and how they're going to pass it, try to get through legislation, and it's all about climate change. It's all about cleaning emissions, right? This right here that I'm working on is a hearing from this morning. This guy and 4 others, all they did was talk about how carbon capture is so wonderful for fossil fuels, and everyone knows fossil fuels aren't going anywhere. I was so happy.
No.
I heard that one. I was like, it was a miracle.
Bad man.
It started like at 6 o'clock in the morning for me. I wasn't even supposed to be up. Sat up and listened to the whole thing and just took notes. But I digress. That's for later.
You took notes with a pen and paper?
I have been for 3.5 years, Carlos. You would only imagine the size of my stockpile of notes.
You're awesome.
So Sean G, what you're saying is you sat in front of the TV with like a bowl of cereal and a gallon of milk sitting next to you watching this.
Peanut butter and jelly. I'm a grown man. But yes.
PB&J. I'm a grown man.
I got a smartphone, so I'm still able to research. I hate watching TV.
I like my Cocoa Puffs.
Guys,
I hate
guys,
Cocoa
speaking of
Puffs.
smartphones, I'm
Too
switching to a
chocolatey.
flip phone.
I used to have a flip. I had a flip phone 4 years ago. And then I got an iPhone because it was.
I am
given to me.
ditching YouTube and Facebook access on my phone. It really is a drag. You get distracted all day.
Fred, is my volume too low now? Okay, yeah, now I'm a little low. Okay, so there.
Motorola's coming out with flip phones again.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, when I say flip phone, I don't want any access to social media
Well,
or
the thing is,
YouTube.
I didn't
Oh, okay,
start-
that's what you mean.
I didn't start smashing screens until I got a smartphone. And I'm telling you right now, there's not a tampered glass thing that could withstand me. I don't care. It's like a chew toy
Well, you
to a
got butter
dog.
fingers.
No, I work construction, so when my phone falls, it never falls from under 10 feet, and there are rocks everywhere, so it happens.
Yeah, it's just too much bombarding from on social media, and my
get
goodness,
wrapped up
these
in it.
people like they dedicate the whole day to figure out how to get the most screen time. And
You mean like us?
yeah, I can't.
Like us?
Like what?
Like we do.
No, this is different.
Jumping.
No, we different.
Yeah, we're definitely different.
We're different.
Yeah, jumping from one panel to the next.
You
Hi.
you get
Hey, real quick, John.
What did we,
Hey guys, be my friend.
what did we do? What did we do? Then I'll know if I did the bad thing or not.
When did I let Terry in? I thought you were being
Ha 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 ha!
Hey.
I snuck in. Ha ha.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah,
real
quantum
quick.
tunneling.
Sean, real quick. You're really low on the stream.
Who told you that?
I just listened real quick.
Okay. All right.
That's how you know you busted a Hispanic person. They'll say, "Who told you that?"
You hear it?
Who told you
All
that?
right. Are you ready? You guys ready for your brains to be twisted and smashed and spit out? You ready?
Sean, can I twist yours for a
Everybody's
second?
for flatter.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They don't have one.
I just want to say, man, I missed everybody. It's been so long. It's been like a week. I thought you didn't want to talk to me anymore.
Well, you didn't get the card.
No card. And if I saw a card, I threw it away.
Just to let you know, Sean, there was a report about them finding a certain particle called an axiom.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Big news for that 95%.
Well, you know
Something
what?
from Harry Potter.
I'm really, you know, Digital. It's like you read my mind. It's like we talked behind the scenes, and you just segued me into what I wanted to say. You guys know what I don't even know if I'm going to destroy this because I've only read it in my head. It's called a tachyons. Tachyons. TACHYONS.
Midichlorian?
You Star Trek nerd.
Tachyon particles.
Yes, it's a hypothetical particle that would violate all of physics if it existed. But here's the fun part. It says basically under the current theory, matter is required to travel at a subluminal. It's required to travel at a subluminal speed, slower than light. Speed within locally distorted space-time regions. Okay, so that's what kind of threw me for like a wedge. Like, so now they're saying there's these areas in space-time that are kind of just blurry, and in that blurry area, these hypothetical particles that would completely destroy physics may exist. Now, I had to look this up, and I feel bad for this, that I had to look up what apparent faster than light is, and the other one. Called it something else.
Sounds like Bigfoot is made out of those particles because he's always blurry.
Well, see, that's the thing. So,
Yeah, he's a
I went on a rampage trying to figure out.
Tachyon.
Okay, here it is. I'm sorry. So it says some physicists refer to it as apparent or effective. The idea that there are distorted regions of space-time that might permit matter to reach distant locations less time than light I can't even remember. Could be in normal or undistorted space-time. And who's echoing? I bet it's Carlos. It's always Carlos.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's either Carlos or Terry. I think, yeah, it's Terry. Terry's always echoing. It's like he doesn't care.
I'll turn OBS off.
Why you got to be recording, man?
No, I wasn't recording. I was setting up everything for my stream.
And that's in an hour and a half, right?
9 hour plus stream.
They do like 18 hours.
No, I'll try to keep it to at least 6.
Okay.
Dang.
I'll try to stay awake on this one.
Me too. I've fallen asleep, woken up, and came back, and they were still going. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that why your wife called you?
Last time I fell asleep while I was still on, and I woke back up, and I was still on there.
Yeah,
I was wondering why you weren't contributing to the conversation.
Okay, so the reason I brought this up is because I was looking into the speed of light, which apparently isn't even really about light in a way. But
speed?
Well, it is, but how did he explain it? See, that was what really, like, I got these confusing parts, and that's why I want to talk to you guys about it, because you'll fill in the gaps for me.
Light speed isn't necessarily just the speed of light, but it is the speed limit of the universe.
Okay. Now, the question is then, under those terms, that's hypothetical. Like, can something travel at the speed of light? It's all hypothetical. If it can or not, I mean.
Photons.
Quasi-particles. Yeah.
Have they seen particles or photons travel faster than speed of light or not?
Well, now you're getting into that little bit about dilation.
But see, that's the theoretical part. This is where they're theorizing these things. They're not doing them.
Well, if I remember right, some photons were teleported.
But wasn't that the problem? Wouldn't that threw that big wrench in it where it was like, oh crap. Can they be at two simultaneous places at once? Therefore, they would. Right?
We're not getting into particle duality here.
Why?
Or entanglement.
Well, we kind of have to if we're going to weave this web right
now. But as far as I understand, you're talking about the tachyon particle itself.
Yes. But
okay.
That actually kind of quantum would have to quantum would work if that existed.
What does it say here? There's strong scientific reason to believe that such quasi-particles really exist because Maxwell's equation, when coupled to inverted atomic media, lead inexorably to tachyon-like solutions.
Which means basically it would surpass. It would surpass the speed of light.
Yeah, but see, I'm looking through a paper that was written on it, and it doesn't. Like you said, it's mostly hypothetical.
Yeah.
And theoretical. So not a theory, but theoretical. But it's all. They're trying to find it using quantum phenomena.
Yeah, but the problem with that is they've thrown in now these, what are they called? So a wormhole or a Alcubierre drive. I don't know how to pronounce it. ALCUBIERRE drive. Alcubierre drive or some shit.
Hang on. Let me.
Yeah, because it's either a traversable wormhole or that something drive. I don't even know what it's called. But it's because what I'm getting. So it says this is the only way it could exist. They're saying it says the propagation of information or matter faster than the speed of light. It says only particles with zero rest mass can travel as fast as the speed of light. And then it says those tachyon particles exceed the speed of light hypothesized, but the existence of these tachyons would violate causality.
Causality.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Why aren't you reading this shit?
I have a little experiment that was done. Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
And while you're looking for that, this is what made me want to talk about this. It says consensus of physicists is that the particle cannot ever exist. That sounds bad to me. That doesn't sound...
Yeah, but like, science, like, it's never completely right.
Yeah, but that sounds like a blatant, don't worry about it, don't look into it.
Yeah, but that was like Einstein saying we couldn't see the rotation of the Earth with an optical device.
That's not a group of physicists saying, hide it, don't talk about it. It's still different. Because this is
anyway.
What it reminded me of is, like, the whole Bell theorem and Einstein and his little, I forget, either Jeff something or something other. Like they made it very difficult for Bell to get his papers out. Like, the less people that see it, then we don't have to worry about this issue. I mean, that's how I would have happened.
So I found the experiment. We have found experimentally that twin photons emitted from a common source, a down-conversion crystal, behave in a correlated fashion when they arrive at two distant interferometers. This phenomenon can be described as a faster-than-light influence of one photon upon its twin. Because of the intrinsic randomness of quantum phenomena, however, one cannot control whether a given photon tunnels or not, nor can one control whether a given photon is transmitted or not at all in the final beam splitter. Hence, it is impossible to send true signals in faster than light communication.
Yeah, and that's the big part. Why? I see. How is information not classified? And I get it's not random, though. Information is not random. If information is sent out, it's not random at all. Your hand's hot and it burns, that's instant. I just don't get how there are plenty of things that are faster than faster than light, and still they figure a way almost. It seems like there's, this tachyon particle can't exist because if it exists, then we're screwed. But it could exist. I mean, it has to have something if they're thinking about it. It's like the graviton. Like the graviton could very well exist. But why wouldn't you look at the center of the mass for it? Wouldn't that be gravity?
It's not just you and me talking here, is it, Sean?
It is. I think we're a little. It's your fault, though, not mine.
It's my fault. Yeah. Well. Okay. So this thing on tachyons, this actually came from a 1996 physical review letter. So 20 odd years they've been researching this stuff. So I'll see if I can find anything more and see if we can help this conversation along.
Well, okay. Well, anybody in the chat have an opinion about the idea that information is faster than light, but they don't consider it? Or actually, they consider it's communication, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at my little note.
Well,
I have like the notes off the site I was reading.
There are plenty of things that appear to be faster than light that aren't. One good example, I guess, would be if you were holding a laser pointer, pointed it at one side of the moon, and then quickly swept it to the other side of the moon. You do it fast enough, you're going to lay a streak of light across the moon that's faster than the speed of light.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that
But-
was one of the things they did or explained it in when I was looking at this too. Yeah.
And also having
But
two
isn't
particles
that just-
colliding with each other at 0.99 speed of light, they're seeing each other at almost twice the speed of light.
But I think the way that I've asked that same question because in like a special relativity, if they're going in different directions, that's what you're saying, and I don't think they count that either, though.
But it should, because you could have a little teeny camera
I agree.
in one of the particles, looking at the other one, right?
But I think the reference thing is really important, and I don't think a camera is considered to be that. It has to be between the two, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
but all motion is
Oh.
relative. So
Okay, I get it. So
yeah, motion.
between the two brothers, or I think because in the story I read it was brothers, between the two people that are going in different directions at the speed of light, to a reference frame in the middle, looking at one and looking at the other, doesn't see double. I think that's why it's not faster than the speed of light. I'm just kind of clearing in my head. Yeah, we hear you. How you doing, sir?
But the Mason said that all motion is relative, and you can always take either one of the two brothers and make them still, and then the other one is looking like it's going towards it at twice the speed of light. So I don't know. To me, light doesn't travel.
But that's just an observation. That doesn't mean it's actually happening. It's more of an optical illusion at that point.
Yeah, but if you're traveling at 100 miles an hour on a car and the other one is coming at 100 miles an hour and hits you, how fast were you going when you hit him? 100, but the impact is 200.
Yeah,
But that's the change in force. That's the change in force. That's it's not really that the speed is changing.
Yeah, but
It's that
you're
the
seeing
force
that
is
car.
acting upon it.
Yeah, but if you take a chronometer and you take the timing and you're looking at that car coming towards you, you are going to see it coming at 200 miles an hour.
How about particles taking a shortcut rather than traveling in a straight line? They actually take a shortcut.
Yeah.
Possible?
What, like subspace?
Well, sort of thing, like if you're traveling from A to B, right, and you're taking sort of like the main road to a city, and then someone knows a shortcut and gets there quicker.
Like folded space.
Yeah,
Quantum tunneling.
Yeah.
That's that. Well, if we're going into like particles, we're going into the quantum level. So yeah, Shields is right. Like the warping to get from point A to B, which is the wormhole effect. The same thing with particles. They do the quantum tunneling effect, which is the similar principle.
Yes, but couldn't they? That wouldn't break the speed of light. That's just doing a short distance.
I saw something on this the other day. It'll be in one place in one existence, and then bang, it moves to another position.
Position, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quantum, yeah. Yeah. I was reading about that.
Quantum fluctuation.
And it's not actually moving any faster than the speed of light.
No.
It's just boring through a fold in time slower than that, but because we conceive and perceive time, or excuse me, space as this fabric, so to speak, then we'd have to look the long way, and that was what would make it appear to be faster than light.
Yeah.
Well, what about
Information is going to be faster. Right?
It's instant.
Entangled particles, it's instant.
But the problem is that, so it says, in relation to that, it says, superluminal or communications and travel refer to propagation. Okay, I just read that part. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Certain phenomena, quantum. I think you just read that part. Entanglement. Okay, so it's quantum mechanics. Certain phenomena in quantum mechanics, such as quantum entanglement, might give the superficial impressions of allowing communication of information faster than light, but obviously because quantum isn't complete, it doesn't yet. But it gives an impression of it doing it. But they are saying that because it's random, it's not classified as matter. I think it is. trying to find the exact part. So it says
But-
in a 1981 and 82 aspect experiment. So in this experiment, measurements of the state of one of the quantum systems of an entangled pair apparently instantaneously forces the other system, which may be distant, to be measured in a still state. However, no information can be transmitted this way. The answer is whether or not the measurement actually affects the other quantum system comes down to which interpretation of quantum mechanics one subscribes to. So that just sounds like horror, like just gibberish to me. So basically, they're saying when using quantum mechanics, communication does travel faster than the speed of light, and in the way they've formed it to be able to.
Yeah, but how much faster do you think it needs to travel for the communication to be instant? How much faster do you think?
Well,
a lot faster than light?
There's no number on instant, is it? Oh yeah.
Well,
a lot faster. Oh yeah. Much faster.
Lot faster? No, what I actually think is only a little bit faster than light, a teeny bit faster than light, and then time will be still. Light travels at the speed of light, and time for light itself doesn't pass, right? That's where time is still. If you're traveling a little teeny bit faster than light, you have infinite amount of time to go anywhere. So for us that we're stuck here in this, whatever physics, we see light getting there in 10 years and the information got there instantly. But for that information to get there, it didn't took any time at all.
Well, isn't
it
that
just
why,
traveled a tiny little faster than light.
Isn't that why for a long time they thought the speed of light the speed of light, or light was just constant, was a constant, like back in the day? Like they didn't think it was. It had a speed. It didn't have like a start to finish. It was just there.
Yeah,
I think that's what kind of.
Speed. Before we understood it, they thought, it was instant. Yeah, they thought light was instant, like boom.
Yeah, it's just time over distance.
Yeah.
But then why? I'm having a hard time understanding is why the idea that nothing can be faster than the speed of light takes such precedent to everything.
I think it's to do with its mass. When it approached the actual limit of speed, Davies would probably explain it better than I can.
Yeah, well, I read a few things kind of like as if communication and light were going straight out to the universe, what would happen is the information would always get to it, and right before surpassing it, it would kind of just slow, and then it would constantly be on the verge of passing, but not being able to. But that's what confused me, because then you're saying that without the photons of light, there is no space, that it's just empty space there. But with the expansion, it's not empty space that the universe is expanding to. They don't know.
No, we don't. No, they just got theories about the outer edge. But traveling at the speed of light, you can't go faster of it because it hasn't got to its destination yet. So I can see where you're coming from. I ain't got the words to explain it. It's something to do with because they assume light has no mass or very extraordinary little mass to reach the speed of light. Therefore, it's got to be a constant if it has no mass.
See,
but
that's
we know
what
it's not constant.
But that's what weirds me out, because it's like this whole like the reason it's like if it's at rest, then it then will have matter, but because like light doesn't ever rest, so then how do I don't get that. That's what confuses the hell out of me. Because it's like this is like where the whole like people that say science lies and all that kind of stuff. This is kind of like where it sits from. It's literally going, okay, well, you're telling me this, but how? And then there's no answer. And that's
Well,
what kind of
What the fuck are you lot going on about? There's a bunch of drunk and high people in a hangout trying to figure out quantum physics.
yes,
that even quantum physicists argue about.
Yeah, that's why it's an argument.
Quantum.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think they got to that point? They had to start talking about it sometime.
But
You do
the
know,
thing is that-
wait. You do know that like over the past about 2 years now, I've literally like studied and tried to teach myself particle physics, and I've actually, I mean, I'm pretty far. I'm like first year college in like 2 years, so like I'm on a curve, but I'm not.
You're on a steep curve.
Well, I get to talk to physicists like once every 3 weeks, so it's like not like
but even they don't really know.
I'm not saying I know.
No. I mean the physicists. Even they don't really know.
Yeah, no.
It's such a far-reaching area of science that it beggars belief.
Well, see, that's what really confused me because gravity's real. There's no one's ever gonna I know it's real. I know we have many methods of showing so, but if we're talking about quantum, then you're talking about these things called gravitons. No. We have never even seen anything that like would lead us to think it could be there. It's just to finish the part, like the principal particles, like we need it to get to the quantum state makes sense. That to me,
it's basically just filling a gap in knowledge at the minute.
Exactly.
That's all it's doing because they don't know what's going on. They really don't, and and we've used these kind of like gaps in knowledge of markers, to try and figure things out, before in history, I think. But one day someone will come up with it. Well, it might not be us. It might just be fucking aliens just come here and just tell us, you fucking idiots, here's a book, read it.
And Sean G,
that'd be scary if it was the Bible they gave us.
Yeah. It'll be their Bible though.
Let me read this super chat real quick, and then Cynical, you're up. Thank you, RT. He says anything observed to be faster than the speed of light is always, only, and ever a result of the effect of ether band. Asshole.
Anyway, Sean G, don't get too caught up on the speed of light and things traveling that fast, because light actually doesn't travel, right? Yeah, light doesn't travel at all.
But if I turn,
exactly. Sound does sound travel?
Yes.
It does not.
Can you hear it echo through a valley?
No,
sound propagates through a medium.
Exactly, propagates through a medium. The sound itself, there is nothing that comes out of your mouth when you say "yay" that travels to the vibration ears of the other guy. The vibration through the medium,
right?
But there
through the ether.
Sound. Yeah, there isn't a sound particle. There is not a sound particle, right? Just like there isn't a light particle.
And that's exactly why the ether was there, because as far as light was concerned, it had to propagate through something, and so they came up with the theory of ether,
the luminiferous ether.
Exactly. It was again that was a marker for something that people didn't understand. It was it was a gap to fill. And they used that to try to fill the gap.
Then what happens when a jet breaks a sound barrier?
Reverberation.
But
you hear what you're hearing is the reverberation from the
pressure.
But couldn't you say that those waves travel?
Yes, they do.
So
they're colliding. Yeah, there are waves in the matter in the atmosphere, in the air. I mean, there's molecules in the air, and they're colliding with each other in different waves at different times. And then when they collide with each other, they create a boom.
You can't say
that when I yell out through a valley, my voice doesn't travel.
No,
that's the reverberation. When your echo comes back at you, that's just a reverberation through the air. Leading off of the all the objects around it.
But then you're
when
saying
you fart,
those
particles go to my nose.
But you're saying, but you're saying that the vibration that comes out of my body has to go through a valley.
It's vibration.
Hit something, come back to me, and it's not traveling.
It's traveling, but it's a medium to travel.
The energy is, but matter is not.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, okay,
it can vibrate the next one to it,
okay,
and then the next module to that, and then that's why it dissipates over time.
Yeah. In a vacuum, in a vacuum, would everything sound bland?
No, you wouldn't hear nothing.
You wouldn't hear anything.
Oh,
there's no medium to travel through.
Okay, I see.
That's why. That's why they say when you're in space, no one can hear you scream and all that.
Yeah, I knew that. I just remembered it and it hit me. My bad.
A solid bit of wood will travel sound through.
Matter of fact, that's the other problem. That is the other problem, because again, speed of light. If we go and look up the speed of light, that's not the speed of light that we can measure here, right now. That's another. It has to be in a vacuum. I mean, that's the number of the speed of light. The number that is there is based on the speed light would travel in a vacuum in space.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
As near as down to
and you can think of sound and light and everything propagating through the medium, like when you're on a pool, right? You're on a pool of water and you're very still and you hit your hand on the water, boom, and you create a wave. Somebody on the other side of the pool are gonna feel that, but nothing traveled from your hand to the other guy. It was just the water and the wave in the water that traveled over there. That's the exact same thing with sound and light.
But
light
when everything started, the first thing I said, or the first thing you said, was light doesn't travel.
Yeah.
Light doesn't need a medium.
But okay, nope. He just said it. Okay, I get it now. In no atmosphere, light will do its thing. In no atmosphere, you won't. The vibration that I send out will not. Nothing will receive. It won't be able to reverb off anything to get to you.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah,
I see now.
Light being no mass doesn't need a medium that has a mass.
No.
So it will travel through space.
Yeah.
So then when it says a photon at rest has mass, how would they observe that? Or how would they describe that to be, you know what I mean? How does that equate to then having mass? How can you say it would then have mass?
Well, light is not supposed to have mass.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not supposed to, but at rest, we're told it does.
No, it wouldn't. I don't think you could have a photon at rest.
Well, that's the thing. You can't. But at rest, it would. But couldn't you? Okay, no, never mind. I was going to say, what if you shined it at a wall, but it does reflect at whatever albedo it is, and then goes and scatters. So yeah, that doesn't work.
It's like trying to hold a sound wave at rest. You can't hear it then. At the time you stopped it in midair, you can't hear it anymore, right?
Yeah, it kind of just dissipates. Like
it dissipates.
Yeah.
That's why.
You get into complications with light and mass when you have sort of like situations when you have gravitational lensing, when light is being bent by a large, gravity well, or or wrapped around something, and it starts to break your mind, because then you have to think, well, then light has mass because it's being affected by the gravity, or is it the space-time bending? It's just a fucking mind-melting procedure.
Yeah. And in very strong magnets, it's been proven. Actually, some people say, "Oh, light can be bent through magnets." Actually, it can with very, very strong magnets.
Yeah.
It can be bent by gravity too.
Yep. Definitely gravity.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right
around the sun.
Or it can be bent by a really bad laser that's not working quite right.
Well, that's going to have more of an angle rather than a bend.
Yeah.
Oh no! I've seen floppy laser. I've seen floppy laser effects.
If it's out of whack, then it's gonna flop. Okay, I see. Yeah. No, that's still a straight line. It's a wall almost.
Can easily be bent through mediums with different densities too.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched one a little while ago where they They've been
With the
a
sugar water?
green laser, yeah, with in a fish tank.
Yeah, with the sugar water, that's really insane. Yeah, it looks like it curves like very drastically.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and Sean,
that was the one where where some flat earther said that the basically the laser had just run out of oomph, and it just gave up.
Really? Is that what they said?
It was a defective laser.
yeah, Sean G, just a little thing on your photon business.
Mm-hmm.
A photon is a fundamental particle, a force carrier of electromagnetic interaction. It has zero charge, zero rest mass, and is a spin 1 particle, a boson.
Funny, that's the same as plasma.
Hey, you leave my plasma out of this.
I like plasma.
Wait, Digital, are you a EUer?
A what?
Or Electric Universe. I'd spent a lot of time around Grimm, so I started calling him EUer.
I thought you meant European.
Oh, no.
That's what I thought too.
Are you voting to stay in the EU or leave Brexit?
No, you can take that electric universe and stick that where the sun don't shine electromagnetically and quantified.
I think the sun might object to that.
Yeah, its plasma might get excited.
Yeah.
That's what I heard happens.
Yeah.
The only reason it says electromagnetic is because of its wave function.
Well, isn't electromagnetic like the closest thing that ever came to explaining what gravity it was back in the day? Like nothing else really can. I mean, of all the steps it can take, that's the one that can probably take the most.
Kepler first said that it was magnetism that caused the planets to go around the sun. I sent you the video.
I didn't watch it.
Well, watch it. Oh my God!
Do you want to see my files right now of what I still have to watch?
Yeah, but Sean, I'm trying to get you away from the flat Earth.
Wait, I'm away from it,
real
man.
Science. Real science.
Did you just say that I'm not in real science? Did you just say I'm not? That hurt. I don't even know.
Oh, no. I'm saying it's a matter of fact. I'm bringing you away from the pseudos. Not saying you are a pseudo. Bringing you into the real world.
Wait a minute.
Okay, you are in the real world.
Talking of the real world, I've put out a new video today, and I can now talk about it.
Wait! Why couldn't you?
Well, because I wanted to keep my video, on the quiet. So, but hands up, all those.
Wait! Because you just came in here talking shit.
Yeah,
so you hang on. You made an upload that you didn't want anyone to see.
well, no. I didn't want to talk about the subject until I made my video.
Oh, okay. I see now.
But is anybody aware of the Flat Earth People Finder?
Huh? Like a dating? Like dating?
Yes.
Why would you want those?
Yes, the app that has been hacked and people are getting information from people.
Apparently, Bob no doubt says
that's human sheeple.
It's absolutely hilarious because it's
that's
it's
not
basically
at all.
It's what is hilarious is the entire map is using and you put in your location as vague as you want. You put in your location into the thing.
Oh my God!
Then it comes up as on a map on a Google API, which is a fucking globe projection. And then there's there's a little
and then if you click nowhere.
Wait, if you click the Google icon in the bottom left-hand corner, it takes you straight to the globe. It takes you straight to a globe image. So basically, if you go and sign up to this Flat Earth People Finder, you are one click away from the globe.
Oh man!
And I said this earlier. Hilarious. I said this earlier in Jose's chat, and I'm very well convinced of this now. Flat Earth can't be, because nothing can be explained. So at that point, there can't be a flat earther.
Well, they think they're flat earthers.
No, they're not.
But they don't exist. They don't exist because
they're globe
deniers. It's not flat.
And I say that out of frustration only because it's very clear to me now, and it's real. Like, I don't have to argue anything. Just like Maxwell started doing all that flat trolling crap, and it was like, okay, well, explain it then. And the first word that was mouth when he gets on the panel, I can't.
No. That's the funny thing about the whole thing about maps is like that is got to be the most basic side of globe and flat Earth arguments there are. You know, all these other like esoteric arguments that people have about observations and ether band and whatever. It's like, just where's the fucking map?
No, well, see, well, here's the thing. The problem with that is that there is 7 projections. 7 projections of the globe, and when you look at 7 projections, say again.
That's just being greedy, having 7 projections.
It is, but it's like it's like a sexy greedy though. It's like, fuck you, fuck you. We got a bunch. Scribe to 1. We don't care. Why is the South so little? Who cares about the south of the equator? It's so tiny down there, and everyone there thinks they're traveling in the future. Yeah, what?
Excuse me.
You're not. You know what?
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, everybody in every continent can have their own projection that makes them self-important. You know, anybody can do it. In fact, there are websites where you can actually pick a location on Earth and create a map based on that location. A projection.
I've had this app for a long time. It's not an app. It's like a website, but. You know the whole idea, like the AE map?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
The idea that a globe map that's on a globe can be flattened out, but a flat map can't just become a globe. You know, like that. If they configure it their own flat map and then they try to put it on a globe, it won't fit. Yeah, they got sites all over the place for that shit. I'll pull one up real quick.
But if you type into Google flat Earth map, you just going to get the AE map.
Yeah, which
lately you'll probably see more of the UN and then some weird crayon colored one or something like that. I think
it is. It's a bit ironic they use the actual.
Well, see, you guys weren't around when that was a big push. When I first became a flat earther, and I this was like right when I first became, and I didn't really look into it much because it just didn't seem right. I did a bunch of numbers on the area, and it was such a pain in the ass. If it was flat, we'd have like a quarter more land or world, basically. But what ends up happening is I looked at it and I went, no, that can't, no way. But it ran for about a month or two, like maybe a month. And then all of a sudden, what's his name? Flat Earth Asshole goes, the A map is impossible. It can't be a flat Earth fucking map. And he goes off on flat earthers. And all of a sudden, every flat earther was like, no, we don't do the A map. Nope, don't do it. Yeah, so,
some of them.
Yeah, that was the problem with Tiger Dan as well.
Wait. Only Sheeple says I'm doxing someone. Who am I doxing? Oh, Jesus Christ. When you say that now, it's your fault. Your fault.
What?
Nothing.
Doxing yourself, is that what it was?
No. We'll just leave it at that. Hang on.
All right.
Hang on. Yeah. So I said, okay. Yeah. But we won't repeat anything because I don't want anyone to catch on that doesn't need to catch on.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah, man.
So he lives at. No, I'm just kidding.
Now we're going to go talk you to death.
If you want
particle
doxing,
physics, I'm going to talk about photons all night, motherfucker.
If you want doxing at the true level, go to the Flat Earth People Finder because then you can go to Street View.
No, I don't like that. You guys remember, I was a flat earth. You guys understand? I've been doxed almost 20 times by different trolls.
I've been doxed too. Yeah.
I just wish.
What do I get? I get nothing. I get no presents. I get no one knocking at the door. Nothing happens.
I can afford 10 pizzas. Please send me 10. That'd be awesome. Especially thanks to Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Ding. Matter of fact,
Super chat.
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk to Aaron because I don't give a fuck if he wants to or not. He put a billboard across the top of my screen with his company and all that shit. It doesn't make sense not to. Got a lot of them Texans that listen to this shit. Maybe they need someone to dig a hole, fuck up, fill it back in, and dig it again. I see him doing that a lot.
Yes. Maybe that hole might have more material in it than it started with.
Jeez.
If you know what I mean, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Say no more. Say no more.
Speaking of that, Sean, I'm going to be learning surveying at work.
Nice.
So
it is fun. I love doing it. My dad was teaching me. It was like standing in the sun didn't mean a damn thing to me. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the sun after a while.
But then once you start like learning that what the total station is saying and all that stuff, then all those data points with little numbers and squiggly lines and shit suddenly just makes complete sense when you look at it. It's fucking awesome.
Well, now I understand when you say you talk intense when you're talking about grades and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't do inches. If we talked inches, I got like 2-3 inches I know, but after that, I couldn't tell you what 8 inches is if my life depended on it. To me, no matter what, that's sorry guys, but that's 6 3/4 tenths.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
Unfortunately, I have to deal with both. I have to do all the plan work as well. So,
yes.
You know, I have to deal in inches and scale it and everything like that.
Well, good thing there's no women here in the panel because you know why women don't know how big 3-inch really is?
Oh, I feel so bad.
They usually told that 8 inches is 3. No, they usually told that 8 inches is 3. I mean, 3 inches is 8. So,
yeah, it's a good job you haven't gone to metric then. Yours is only how many millimeters?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you might as well measure in yen.
Or rubles. I'm afraid, guys, I got to measure in meters.
Hypothetically, still, huh? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I like hypothetical.
Anyway, I have a little sort of analogy for you about light and its mass. Okay, so does light have mass that can be weighed on a bathroom scale? Most certainly not. But it
only
is
a very, very, very strong light.
Hang on, but it is a source of gravitational fields. So we could say that a box of light weighs more than a box without light.
Why?
Ah.
If light has no mass.
Yes, but dark has no weight whatsoever and cannot bend anything.
Is the speed of darkness as fast as the speed of light?
It's actually faster.
Yeah, but things that are dark are really heavy, man.
The speed of dark is literally faster than light.
How?
Actually, it's theoretically faster than light.
It's not theoretically, because before the light got there, something had to been.
Yeah, but if the dark was there first.
Yeah. And light has no mass, and yet, you know, we're told that we can build a solar sail and navigate with it, right?
But a solar sail uses cosmic rays from the sun. Yeah, cosmic rays. It's not just light.
No,
yeah, but they call it
it's
solar wind.
It's the mass of the radiation.
What?
It's not just the light that pushes it.
So if only we could like contain the energy of dark.
Yeah, aren't the solar cells just there to power whatever it is using as propulsion?
And the cells?
Yeah, the cells, solar cells. You're saying, you know, big, massive solar cells to travel through space. Aren't they just?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just using it to harness energy to convert it to something else.
No. Usually not. What they will say, they will use the cells to actually push away. Like if you're traveling to the outer edges of the solar system, you can use the sun because it's going from the center out. You can use the cells.
Solar wind.
Yeah, Japan
Solar
just did
wind.
it.
Yeah, with solar
Yeah.
wind. Yeah.
Yeah, Japan has one out right now that does that.
Oh, that's cool.
So wait a minute. So that means light
pushes,
but it can't. If
No.
it can't. No, if it has no matter, it cannot be pushing a cell.
No.
Okay, it's not just photons that get sent out from the sun.
It's light.
No,
You see it, right?
No, there's radiation and
there's radiation. Particles. There's helium particles.
There's actual particles. Yeah,
it's actual particles. Yeah.
The sun is losing. The sun is losing mass every second. Yeah.
But I'm not the one who said. I'm not the one who said that light was pushing it. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That would be Freeman. Freeman said it, guys.
Discount Masons.
So I have to ask a question. Cynical skeptic. So I'm trying to understand what, like, you still think that we live in a digital world?
Yep.
What? I'm confused.
Yeah, we do.
What do you mean digital
We're in the Matrix.
Well, it's not digital like. I mean, you think of digital like we have computers, and you think of game simulations in a computer. It's nothing like that. We're real. We're here. We're physical. But I'm saying the basis of things.
Ones and zeros.
Madonna said that we live in a material world.
Well, material world is analog.
Well, that's only when you're a material girl.
No, when you go really deep into matter, it is digital.
Well, it's measured.
I know exactly where this comes from.
Is it measured?
And
that's what makes it, or
because atoms are made of what? Information, right?
Well, that's only from our observation. That's as far as we can see.
Okay. So if you want to break this down, okay, and throw string theory out, because this string theory is bollocks.
No, you can't throw it out.
Okay.
You can't. It has to stay. Otherwise, quantum's
It hasn't been proven.
Then quantum's fucked.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with string theory. Just because I know string theory says that atoms are made out of small particles called strings, which are information and blah, blah, blah. But when you go down to the atoms and you start breaking things apart and particles, and then you break the particles, and there is really nothing to it. There is nothing to matter. And an atom is basically nothing, right? Nothing. Yeah, nothing touches anything. It feels real to you because you're touching it, but when you really go down, I mean, there is only space in between the particles. There is hardly anything. And if you even break the particles, there is nothing in between those particles either.
That's only because that's the smallest we can see or hear.
Yeah, but now also from a philosophical, but from a philosophical point of view too, when do you say matter was created? How far back do you want to go? And who created it, and how was it created?
We don't know. Don't know.
Exactly.
Know.
Wasn't created.
So
why? Oh, because energy can't be created or destroyed.
Oh, destroyed, but it's not even that.
Then that would mean it was always there. I mean, that's impossible.
And that's impossible. Exactly. You're with me right there.
Why is it impossible?
It's
the
impossible.
moment you say it's impossible means that you can't have any other abstract thought about it.
Well, there was nothing.
I'm sorry, but then how can you tell me that something was something before something was something? Before something was something before something before that something.
Because that's where the evidence points.
What? The something? It doesn't point to something, it points to something.
It does. It points to the start. Where there was an infinite mass.
Yeah, but that's
there was an infinite mass that then expanded into what we have.
But here's the problem. That's like looking at a house, and someone's saying there was a football game in there, and my theory is going to tell you what teams played it. Dude, there's a wall between you. No. I can hear the fans. I can hear them screaming, so I know what team it is. That's what they're saying with the Big Bang.
Yeah.
They
For all they know,
found,
that was just an event that happened, and there's universe behind that.
they
Yeah,
have
exactly.
found echoes of stuff. I'd have to look it up because it's been a long time since I read the article. But they found echoes, evidence of stuff before the Big Bang. They've discovered remnants of something or other. I don't know what, some kind of radiation.
Yeah, wasn't that an echo radiation of some description?
Yeah,
And
so
also-
something like that. I don't quote me on it, but they have found something that predates the Big Bang.
And okay, and
Which is
and if you have
fascinating.
yeah, it is. And if you have a bomb in your room and it explodes, where did it explode?
It's not the same
in
though.
your room,
Not the same.
right?
It's not the same.
No. But it exploded in your room. The Big Bang banged. Where did it bang? Where?
But it didn't. It didn't everywhere.
No. But where? But
Everywhere.
where did it bang?
Dude,
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, this is a more before that stuff, but everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But it did.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And I'm with you there. The Big
Yeah.
Bang is just a little thing of something much bigger.
I think
right?
so. I think so.
Yeah.
Because even there's so many balls that you hit when you're talking about it. Because now that I really start looking into the Big Bang, it's not so much that it doesn't work. It does make sense. It makes sense. Problem is that then, for instance, general relativity kind of doesn't work the same if you go back in time, back to the Big Bang using geodesy. You look into it, and now we're talking not antimatter, negative matter, and it's like then you're talking about the singularity, and then you're talking string theory again. I mean, all these things that keep wrapping and rolling keeps me going. I mean, I get they don't know everything. I get that. I'm not saying they have to, but there's too many
Sean,
roundabouts.
You got to think about this. You got to think about this. I think it's absolutely fucking amazing that people are even having these kind of conversations in a civilization that's it's only like really a millennia old, and we're having conversations about the far ends of the cosmos, the beginning of the universe, and we haven't fucking hardly left this planet.
Oh, we haven't.
Just those cosmological concepts are amazing that we even have those ideas and concepts.
Yeah, you're 100%.
It's like being locked in your toilet and being able to tell what someone's eating on the other side of the world. Well,
really,
it is gross.
Of all the analogies, you went to that one.
It doesn't have to be your toilet; it could be somebody else's.
Yeah.
8 showers.
When all you guys go to sleep tonight, I don't know where you guys are. It might be daytime for you guys, but next time you go to sleep, just go think deep meditation and just think about not why we're here, why we are alive. Not even think about that. Just think about why is there anything at all, right? I mean, there is no reason why there should have been anything.
Okay.
Never mind life, right?
Okay. In that sense,
well, like
Carl Sagan said, in that sense, with everything that we do observe, that's like saying, why isn't there millions of civilizations and all these other galaxies and all these other universes that we hypothetically think is there? Now, get this one. I was listening today to some astrologists that they were talking about these possible second suns, possible brown dwarfs that they're seeing, and that they're just enormous. Now, they were talking about, maybe we'll see life in 10 years, blah, 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 get signals, and we've been sending signals out, but we won't hear it for 1,000 years. And I went, everything we're doing to figure out there's life out there is on our terms. How do you know, to send a signal out that's going to be going for 10,000 years is ridiculous. To think that when we're looking in space, remember this, they're looking for Earth-like planets. And then thinking, well, Earth-like planets are there. We know they're suns. We know that planets this about distance from those suns are more than likely able to have hydrogen or cease life, and therefore we have to assume that, or not assume, but theorize that there could be life out there. Matter of fact, there'd probably be millions of civilizations if that was the case. Then I went, but
well, you're talking about the Fermi paradox.
Yes, exactly. But the problem with that whole thing is you're looking for a place like Earth. For all we know, anything out of our solar system works completely different.
But but at the moment, that's all we've got to base it on at this moment in time.
Yeah, carbon life. We don't know what any other life form. I mean, the idea of what an alien would look like is based on the fact that they're not going to be carbon based.
They could be right here, microscopically. We can't even see them. We don't even know they're here. They can't even talk to us.
No, that they are. I know for a fact they are, because there are minerals, or bacteria, and molecules in like iron and nickel and all that shit that comes in our atmosphere when meteorites hit. That is a fucking alien species. If there's one bacteria on there, that's an alien.
Oh no, but I'm talking about.
Well, they think tardigrades might actually be alien life.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about microscopic intelligent life. I mean, they could be here and you don't even know about it. It's too small, or it's too little, or it's in a different what do you call it? Wave or something that we can't even interact with.
Oh, like a dimension. Oh, that was another one I watched. The guy was talking about the fourth dimension, and I guess it'd be time travel. And apparently, in theory, it's doable. And the way he explained how to do it is very understandable. Problem is I mean, it's only an explanation for some crazy shit. I mean, not crazy, but like, you know, off the wall, like if time travel happens, we're all screwed type shit.
Yeah, well, there's a couple different theories about time travel that actually do semi work, except for, you know, there is always the paradox of going back in time.
Which that was I laughed my ass off for 10 minutes last night when they told me about that paradox of the guy goes back in time to kill his grandfather, but it was like, what the fuck? Like, I can't go back and kill my grandfather, because if I go back and kill my grandfather, I would never have been here. Therefore, I was like, that is the fucking biggest clusterfuck in the world.
Well, the biggest point is you probably go back to try and kill your grandfather, and he beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, the grandfather paradox sucks.
Be like, my grandson is a pussy.
Yeah, that was a waste of time.
That's why my middle name's Leanne.
He tried to kill me with a Game Boy.
I had an Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that.
My controller isn't working.
What's wrong with your computer, son? Grandfather broke it. Well, he can't have done. He's been dead 200 years. I know. I went back to beat him up. Yeah. Shall I explain that one? I think it's time for your bed.
But I fucked my grandmother, and I'm now here.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is your name Philip J. Fry?
I wouldn't have said that live on YouTube so everyone could hear that.
Yeah, you were in Futurama, weren't you?
Saving that
you
clip.
Back...
Yeah. I think someone's going to clip that, and they'll use that against me.
Yes, I will.
And it won't be the first time.
We'll see when the next time you come on this panel telling us how dumb we are. We'll see. Save that clip. Kidding. What was that? Damn it! Lost train of thought. Oh, I found the time travel one. I don't even care if I get a copyright on this one, because it is a fucking mind fuck.
Well, you could always go back and not play it.
Yeah.
Well, wait, Terry, digital. I need to know. Am I going to get a copyright for this?
No.
Okay. You said it.
Copyright for what? I don't know what you're playing.
Yeah, you do. You live in
Well,
the future,
once you play it, it's in the past, so it doesn't matter.
Is it Creative Commons, or is it just a generic one?
No. It's no. It's a very credible site.
Yeah, there's a lot of assholes.
Yeah, don't play.
There.
No.
No. They won't strike me. They're giving me a soft strike. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, Vintage.
Yeah, they'll soft strike you to start. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm not worried. Don't care.
Hey, I've been going good for the last week and a
Well,
half. I
if
haven't
you-
had a community strike.
I don't know how, because
Well-
I've watched you like play like mainstream like syndicated shows and shit.
Well,
And I
Sean,
get away-
if we talk over it enough, it'll be fine.
Oh, don't worry, I'm sure you guys will. You guys never fail. Don't worry about that. I'm like, hush, you're gonna blow everyone's eardrums out. So, guys, hang on, I got it. I don't even know if I plugged it in right. I gotta plug it in first. That'd be a good idea, right?
Gotta plug it in. What are you doing?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Plug it in the VHS.
You ever seen Back to the Future when you got to do the clock tower, the wire?
Oh,
Oh, you're there at the moment.
Here,
Yeah.
oh, you're just waiting for a lightning strike.
twice,
Not a community strike, a lightning strike.
4.5.
Yeah. Watch the
All right, if
local
you guys
police.
talk now, I can be all loud. Not my problem.
Mm. These guys probably didn't even realize I disappeared for half an hour.
How many gigawatts did Doc needed for that? 1.4 something gigawatts.
Let me make this work.
What's a gigawatt?
Gigawatt.
It's kind of like a gigolo, but different.
I should probably share my screen.
Yeah, well, that'd help.
I don't know where you guys are.
Also,
Close
Sean,
We're here.
yeah,
Close
Sean,
the
I've done,
door before,
some researching.
Yeah.
Bit of research, okay. It is impossible for us to know if there was anything before the Big Bang.
Before the Big Bang, you're talking about 14.7 billion years, which is the latest
No,
number. I guess.
13.8.
13.8. I thought it was.
Get your numbers.
Oh,
Get your
who's
numbers
going to
right, come on.
argue between friends?
No, it's
Come
3.
on. A
I
few
thought it
years.
went up to
It's three.
14.7.
It's
But-
just 3.
It's just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Aye. Oh, I've seen these. Yes.
David Deutsch's answer is almost as strange as the problem.
What's really happening is that the universe we see is only part of physical reality. There are parallel universes, and each particle in our universe has counterparts in many of the parallel universes. And under some conditions, these counterparts affect the particle that we can see. The universes are interfering with each other all the time.
This behavior can be explained by the particles hitting other, hidden particles, ones that belong to hidden universes, in which a different version of events is played out. These parallel universes would allow a time traveler to do whatever she or he wanted.
Suppose time travel is possible. Then you can use quantum theory to work out what would happen if you went into a time machine and traveled back into the past. The answer is that you would come into the past of another universe. And that's really why there's no problem with free will, because in the universe in which you emerge, you're free to do whatever you like, and nothing you do there will affect the universe that you came from.
Where's my grandmother?
Imagine a ball gets potted, travels back in time and heads for the pack, threatening its own history in a pool ball version of the grandfather paradox. If there is only one universe, something must prevent it interfering, because we already know that it didn't hit the pack. But in a multiple universe, something else happens. As the time travel occurs, the ball moves between 2 different games played in 2 slightly different universes. In one, the ball simply disappears forever, never to be seen again. And in the other, the ball appears from nowhere and disturbs the pack. Because this is not the universe it came from, there is no need for it to fulfill any particular destiny, and neither universe contains a paradox. In fact, the theory implies there is an infinite number of these parallel universes, and that time travel would simply involve skipping from universe to universe to universe. A working time machine would in effect test this extraordinary idea, and if it's correct, then not only does free will exist, the nature of reality itself is very strange indeed.
As far as I'm concerned, the paradoxes that people talk about are only going to be resolved after we build the first time machine. Then we will know whether or not free will enters into it, whether there's multiple universes, or whether the universe is determined. That's going to have to be understood experimentally.
Building a real-time machine will not be easy, but if LaTE is right, then the biggest revolution mankind has ever seen will be upon us, and sooner than you might think.
Generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. 1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts! Great Scott! What the hell is a gigawatt?
Although Back to the Future was right about it being difficult, the very fact that Ron LaTE can consider such a thing a practical way to send subatomic particles or information into the past shows just how advanced our understanding of space and time really is. Nevertheless, it's only in the last few years that a serious scientist could propose such an outlandish idea.
20 years ago, it would have been close to professional suicide, but because of the fact that there's an enormous amount of articles, serious research articles in the professional journals about time travel and time machines, it's no longer considered to be part of the backwater. It's considered to be at the forefront of research today. So I'm at the front line rather than being ready to be institutionalized.
Although Einstein correctly worked out that traveling very fast sends you into the future, a further development of the theory should allow travel into the past. And even if it's only the odd particle or two, that would be a massive advance.
If Ron LaTE's experiments turn out as he hopes, then it would immediately put an end to the controversy about whether time travel would ever be practicable. Because although in his machine we're going back in time really only with information or a couple of particles, nevertheless the principle of the thing is what is at stake, and that is what would have been shown to be possible. So although even in that most optimistic case, we shouldn't be expecting practicable time machines to be in the shops anytime soon, we can be confident that one day in the distant future they will be.
So how do you get from being able to leap into the future to being able to tunnel into the past? This is the core of the professor's quest, the journey that started with the death of his father many years ago. The plan is to use intensely powerful rings of laser light to twist time into a loop, an effect expressly predicted by the theories of Albert Einstein.
With a circulating beam of light, you'll create a rotating region of space, as though you were stirring at a cup of coffee. Also, in addition to twisting space, in Einstein's theory, space and time are linked. So you cause a twisting of time as well. So if we think of time, our timeline, as being a line from the past to the present to the future, if I can close that line into a loop, I can go from the past to the present to the future, but we're on a loop, so I can go from the future back into the past. It won't be simple, okay? Real world experiments aren't, but it will be able to be done.
This is the basic form the machine would take. A stack of lasers creating layers of circulating light, around which the predicted loops in time should occur. Explaining how this machine would work is something of a challenge. And in the future, in a museum that charts the history of time travel, perhaps the best way would be to start with some suitably ancient science fiction.
In the old movies, people often suggested one particular way to get to the past. All you have to do is exceed the speed of light. was this guy called Superman.
Done hearing that. Let me turn it off. I gotta make it so I can hear again. All right.
Yeah, you can speculate where they're going with this.
Talk to a scientist and they'll get one point of view. And in the meantime, there's 9 of his colleagues screaming at the screen saying, "No, that's bollocks!"
Hey Terry, you're going live soon, right?
Yeah, when you're ready. I've got about 15 minutes.
All right, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do the 10-minute warning. Yep. Guess what I got?
Have you got 15 minutes now, yesterday, or tomorrow?
No, I don't even know if I'm on live. I don't even know if I'm live right now. I already got the copyright.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, that was too easy.
Yeah, just to reiterate something. Okay, if there was no parallel universes or multi-universes, the positional problem of time travel still exists.
Hey, you're still alive. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, you're still alive here.
No, because
In this universe, in this universe, you're still alive.
It says, "Heads up, we detected copyright audio video on your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Heads up, we've detected copyright audio video on your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked."
Well, in another universe, you've probably been fined $42,000.
It's not even funny.
Oh,
so we're gonna start a new PayPal.
So Sean, all you have to do is just use the flat Earth excuse. No.
We see you playing. No.
I don't believe it.
Nope.
Prove it.
Yeah. What kind of cookies do you like? Yeah, I didn't think so. We're done here.
Yeah. Show me the video. Oh, that's all CGI.
Yeah. That's not even my stream.
Yeah, I'll only believe it if you pay me lots of money.
I thought you were cheap.
See, what happens is the NWO heard about me knowing what the New World Order was, and now they're trying to take me down.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's all
YouTube.
Men in Black from Flat Earth come and get you, mate.
Men in Black from Flat Earth?
Yeah.
This flat Earth thing. I don't know about no Flat Earth, man. I know Bigfoot.
It's all those
Bigfoot
chill
at my
scientists.
party the other day.
Oh, Dave seems to think so in the side chat.
Thinks what?
Can I start spamming me stuff around, Sean, until you
Absolutely.
finish?
Please do. I'm about to get out of here. I'm hungry. Got the munchies.
Spam. Wonderful spam.
You eat spam, don't
I'll
you?
go on mute while you.
Oh, spam is great with eggs.
Yeah, and chips.
I can take one bite of spam, and then after that, tastes like nothing that I want in my mouth.
No, you mean spam is great with spam,
and
eggs and chips.
And spam.
Have we got anything less spammy?
I've had spam in almost 15 years, maybe. So I'm winning.
You can now eat your eggs and chips in peace.
Eggs and chips? What the hell? That doesn't even sound right either.
I told the missus can she grab me some? Can you grab me some ham when you do the shopping? She brought home a tin of spam.
Sorry, Sean. I should have said crisps. Not.
What are crisps?
No, not chips. No.
Potato chips?
French fries. Potato. No, French fries and eggs. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
That's
the
still
difference.
not get it right. That's not
freedom
even right.
fries.
Who eats
Home
French
fries.
fries and
The British
eggs?
do.
I mean, you can have like potato or like hash brown, but fries though. Wait! Stop! What the fuck do you dip your fries into? What do you dip your fries into?
The egg. The dippy egg.
The egg.
That's how the English have it. Yeah, they have.
Soft yolk.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong. Where's the video? Come on, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
I've
that's
eaten
wrong, or that
I've eaten
happens at all.
I need evidence of squishy yolk with French fries dipped in it.
I don't.
I've
I don't.
eaten.
I believe you. I believe you. I don't need it. Nope, we're good. No thanks. You guys are asking for a bad thing.
That's the English for you.
He's gonna send you a sandwich bag of stool sample.
No, I'm not allegedly, Dave. I don't drink my own piss.
I'm just saying, people are asking for evidence and shit. You better be careful what you ask for.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna get that answer real quick one day. You're like, what the hell is this? You're like, you wanted answers.
And my address is 125 Burwood Road.
I hope not.
Send it to the UK.
Yeah, that's where I live, UK. I just hate to give some numbers out and it actually be someone's house.
Or just send it to the Yeah, but send it to the White House. That won't be a problem.
Did you say to the White House?
Yeah, a bag of whatever you said.
Maybe you should be someone else's thing because they're gonna track your ass down and feed it to you. They don't play like that. They're not gonna chuckle it up and laugh. I promise.
I'm anonymous.
No, you're not.
I'm just. Yeah, I'm virtual. I'm virtual.
Ah, geez.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we've taken. Okay, I'm out of here. We've taken this down a road that's not coming back. I know it. But like I said, I just wanted to get back on. I had a crappy week, so I do appreciate you guys being here and having that conversation.
Appreciate take the time.
The streams are going to be like this, where like I came out and was like, "Hey, I researched this. Let's talk about it." It's kind of like one of those things because I have probably like 30 of them that are just waiting to be answered. It's going to be fun. Terry, you start spamming yet? I mean, you're
Yeah, I've been spamming. As much as I can.
Did you drop it in Discord, Terry?
Yeah, I'm over there now.
My bot isn't going to be
How's
ready
that
for a
spam
while,
taste?
so
A
like
little salty.
Why does everything taste like? That's the next stream. Why does everything taste like chicken? I'm sorry, I've had snake.
Because
It
you've ate
actually
so
does.
much damn chicken. All
What do you think they're eating, stupid? Damn. Didn't think about that one. No, there goes tomorrow's stream. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep ranting. Go over to Terry's. Everyone, go to Terry's. I'll be back. I'll probably end up over there in about a half hour. I'm just hungry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. And I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this so I can have a 30-second rant and then get the hell out of here. Thank you, everyone. If anyone does have something they want to promote, you have the opportunity to.
Sean, I'll DM you the link to the Axiom.
Yes, and
paper.
I'll read it. I promise, because I am interested.
Yeah, liar.
No, watch.
It's
Tomorrow
interesting
we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, well, because it brings into question dark matter.
Now I'm
It
very
actually
interested.
answers a question about dark matter.
Is it going to be like it's there? I hate that.
Yep. No, they found the particle.
Dark matter. Dark matter is obviously illuminated by the dark light.
From closed eyes. You just got to close your eyes real tight. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit, Terry. And when that goes over there, I'm going to go ahead and end this hangout. All right, guys. Again, had a fun week. So I do apologize for the disappearance. I didn't do it on purpose, but sometimes close friends need assistance, and had to put this on the back seat for a week. But it actually helped because I actually had an opportunity to sit down and think about some more topics and really get deeper into my thoughts about stuff and things I want to talk about here, rather than always we're on the fly real quick because it's the next day. So I'm good to go for a little bit, and things are going to get a little bit more interesting. I'm not denying science. I just have a lot of questions that don't make sense. So before anyone wants to go, Sean was denying science. No, I don't deny science at all. I just understand that to get to a certain point of understanding, you have to ask those questions that don't make sense to your understanding, right? So Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate the fuck out of it. Yes, I did miss all of you, even the trolls, except for Astro Rex. I didn't miss him at all. And then, other than that, guys, I will be around tomorrow, probably early. I'm gonna go over to Terry's. I'm just gonna grab something, and then BS over there and enjoy the rest of the weekend. With that said, guys, again, I appreciate the shit out of all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you.